Hello and welcome to yet another special edition of Wilderness Days. You must be wondering what is being done to this poor elephant. Well, this is no ordinary animal. It's a rogue elephant which killed 9 people in Uttarakhand, Rishikesh. The military-like operation to capture this elephant was probably never seen in the recent memory. And our team of reporters captured all of it in film.
For the people living on the outskirts of Rishikesh in Uttarakhand, just where the road to the higher Himalayas starts winding upwards, the terror arrived without any warning. During the next 11 months, nothing could be more terrifying or fearsome. Nobody ventured out alone on the road, particularly after sunset, for they didn't know when or from which unseen corner the killer would strike. And strike it did at regular intervals. In a span of 11 months, 9 people, 6 of them women, died on this stretch of road. All of them killed by this rather gentle-looking elephant.
Hello and welcome to yet another special edition of Wilderness Days. You must be wondering what is being done to this poor elephant. Well, this is no ordinary animal. It's a rogue elephant which killed 9 people in Uttarakhand, Rishikesh.
And therefore, accidents do take place at times. It was only after the elephant knocked down its 7th victim on October 3rd that the reality dawned on the people. A rogue elephant was in their midst. Initial efforts to catch the elephant proved futile. Often, the animal would disappear into the forest and everyone would heave a sigh of relief. But the relief would be short-lived. Like the proverbial ghost from the darkness, it would reappear after a few days and resume the killings.
सर मेरे पापा ना लगभग शाम को 8:30 बजे दुकान बंद करके ना घर आ रहे थे। वो गांव में ना मतलब जो सड़क के जस्ट बगल में पेड़ के पीछे एक हाथी छिप रखा था और ये 8:30 बजे की बात है। और अचानक हाथी आया और मतलब उसने सीधा सूंड पे उठाया और पटक दिया अचानक, जिससे वो एक्सपायर हो गए।
We will now take a small break and come back to tell you how the state government stepped up the efforts to capture this particular elephant at any cost.
When all efforts to capture the killer elephant failed, the Uttarakhand Forest Department turned to another state for help. An expert elephant catcher from Assam, Dipen Kalida, along with a trained Mahal, Rawa, reached Rishikesh in the first fortnight of November. A veteran of numerous encounters with the rogue elephants of the northeast, Kalida explained his strategy.
यहाँ काफ़ी दिनों से हमको बोला गया था एक हाथी तस्कर ने यहाँ थोड़ा आदमी मार रहा है, कंटिन्यूअसली रिपीटेडली आदमी मार रहा है। उसको कंट्रोल करने के लिए हम लोग को यहाँ बुलाया गया था असम नॉर्थ ईस्ट से। जैसे वन विभाग का कहने का अनुसार यहाँ से वो लोग हाथी को ट्रांसलोकेशन करेंगे, यहाँ से हाथी को ट्रैंकुलाइज करके हाथी को फिर ट्रक में डालेंगे, ट्रक में डाल के जहाँ ये बड़ा जंगल है वहाँ जंगल में छोड़ देंगे, क्योंकि हाथी को इधर उधर जाने का जो पैसेज था पहले का वो पैसेज सब खत्म हो गया। तो इसलिए हाथी थोड़ा गुस्सा में है, कोई आदमी नज़दीक जाता है तो उसे मार देता है। जैसे परसों शायद एक और घटना हुई है इधर।
Additionally, 3 trained elephants were summoned from the nearby Corbett National Park. Apart from this, senior forest officers, along with some 24 forest guards, camped in the area for over a month, making it one of the biggest operations of its kind in recent memory. It soon transpired, however, that the elephant was much smarter than the trained force set up for its capture. In no time, it inflicted serious wounds on Pavanpari and Gomti, 2 of the 3 trained elephants brought from Corbett Park for the operation. On November 22nd, the team managed to tranquilize the elephant. But by then, darkness had engulfed the area and it could not be pulled out of the thicket where it had slunk. By November end, the Chief Wildlife Warden of Uttarakhand, S.S. Sharma, and the Chief Conservator of Forests, Digvijay Singh Khati, were virtually camping in the area, supervising the operation on a day-to-day basis. Experts from the Wildlife Institute of India, Wildlife Trust of India, as well as the man who would put the dart into the elephant's body, Dr. Parag Nigam, a senior scientist from the Wildlife Institute of India, also camped in the area for several weeks. A number of patrol parties were formed to search for the elusive killer tusker. At times, the teams would come very close to the elephant, but would be outsmarted by it at the last minute.
A problem animal in Narendra Forest Division of Tehri district. It is said that it has already killed 6 people within the span of 2 months, and we tried to identify this animal, and it took almost more than 15 days to identify this problem animal, and finally after zeroed down with the help of our staff and local communities here, the problem animal was identified, and we requested the Corbett Tiger Reserve to send 3 camp elephants for tracking the animal in the forest, and the experts tranquilizing Dr. Parag Nigam, Dr. P.K. Malik, Dr. Shushan Chaudhary from the Wildlife Institute of India, and Dr. A.K. Singh, the Wildlife Trust of India, were the part of our team, beside our own conservator who is posted here, and the DFO. With the help of the Wildlife Institute of India's experts and the WTI expert, we tranquilize it today.
An elephant is normally peaceful by nature and left to itself tends to mind its own business. It's only after repeated encounters with humans that it tends to lose its cool. But even then, most of its charges are mock charges, just to frighten people away. Like this one, which we witnessed in the Corbett National Park a few months ago. At times, a musk elephant, with continued draining from its temple glands, poses a big threat to humans. It happens once a year with the male elephant, but as long as the must period lasts, the elephant is unusually aggressive. Meanwhile, the killer elephant of Rishikesh kept on playing hide and seek with an army of 50 plus forest guards, senior forest officials, doctors, mahouts and others. It was frustrating, to say the least. Probably in a fit of desperation, the authorities even invited a local hunter, Sanjay Singh, from Moradabad. For about a week, Sanjay and his team members scouted the region and returned empty-handed. While this particular elephant had 9 victims to its credit, a large number of people managed to escape with their lives in the nick of time. One of them, Inam Ali, recalled one such miraculous escape.
12 तारीख को मतलब ऐसा 3 बजे का टाइम था, मैं नीचे जा रहा था और आगे से आया जैसे मेरे पीछे, उससे मैं दौड़ता हुआ पीछे भागा और फिर उसने कम से कम आधे किलोमीटर पीछे दौड़ा मेरे को। आधा किलो दौड़ने के बाद फिर जिस टाइम नज़दीक ही आ गया, फिर मैंने कूद गया और छलांग मारी। छलांग मारने के बाद मेरे घुटनों में भी दर्द हो गई नीचे ना, फिर वो आगे मेरे ऊपर खड़ा हो गया ऐसे। जिस टाइम ऊपर खड़ा हो गया मैं नीचे चली गया इसमें, फिर मैंने सोचा मैंने अब तो सामने ही ऐसे ऊपर खड़ा हुआ। अब मैं वहाँ से थोड़ा नीचे उतर के फिर उससे बाद थोड़ा आगे हो गया मैं, और आगे से उतर के वो वहाँ ही को आ रहा था जहाँ मैं नीचे उतरा। फिर मैं वहाँ से चढ़ा, फिर चढ़ने के बाद फिर मैं इस बिट्टे में चढ़ा, फिर इधर से होकर फिर मैं डेरे पे पहुंचा।
Camera traps such as these were put up at several places to track down the elephant, but to no avail. In an effort to keep people out of the forest, where there were more chances of a conflict with the rogue elephant, experts and volunteers from the Wildlife Trust of India held several such interactive sessions with the residents.
10 साल पहले भी ये दुकानें थी, आज भी दुकानें। अगर दुकान देख के भी आता, जंगल भी बंद हो गया, दुकानें भी बंद हो गई, फिर कह रहे घूमना भी बंद कर दो, फिर कह रहे रहना भी बंद कर दो। तो किस चीज में हमने मोटिवेशन करना है, पहले तो ये पॉइंट क्लियर होनी चाहिए कि हम कहाँ पर सहयोग करें।
अपनी जिंदगी को दांव पे लगा के अंदर न जाए। अंदर जाना मजबूरी भी है आपका, और आपका जो एक जीने का स्टाइल है उसका भी एक हिस्सा है। लेकिन ऐसा कैसे करें कि आपका भी काम चले और हमारा भी काम चले। अगर हम आपको बीच में रोकते हैं तो आपके और हमारे बीच में एक दीवार खड़ी हो जाएगी कि साहब आप हमको जंगल में नहीं जाने दे रहे हैं, हमारा पशु कैसे दिएगा। और जो लोग नहीं आए हैं उनसे भी मैं आप लोगों के माध्यम से कहना चाहूँगा कि हम लोगों की बात वहाँ तक पहुँचाएँ कि किसी के साथ भी कोई भी अनहोनी न हो और किसी के साथ कोई भी दर्द का रिश्ता इस जंगल से न जुड़े। जंगल तो खुशहाली देता है ना।
Before we continue with the story, let's take a small break. We will return and discuss why elephants are increasingly becoming violent in Uttarakhand. Actually, we ourselves are to be blamed for this sorry state of affairs.
For centuries, the forest stretch connecting RAHEJA Park with the Corbett Tiger Reserve had been a natural corridor for elephants. But not anymore. It now lay fragmented at several places. Human advancement has critically wounded the corridor. 3 kilometers from the bustling town of Kotdwar lies what was once the most important point in the elephant corridor between Corbett and Rajaji. But the developmental activities, rise in human population, mushrooming of more colonies in the past 2 decades around Kotdwar have all added up to push the last nail in the coffin. Experts agree that if this last stretch, just a kilometer wide, gets damaged any further, then the most important elephant corridor in Uttarakhand will exist only in the government maps. To come back to our elusive rogue tusker, it was finally caught on the 7th of January 2012. It happened suddenly and swiftly. That morning, the tusker came ambling to the herbal garden and even charged at the forest staff. But this time, having acquired a fair knowledge of the tusker's behavior, the forest department was ready. Dr. Parag lost no time in putting the dart into the tusker. And it was promptly sedated. The first things the official did was chop off the pointed ends of its tusks. This, they explain, was necessary to reduce its aggression towards humans. Catching an elephant is one thing. Putting it into a truck is another. A Herculean task, it took more than an hour for the authorities to push the tusker in the truck and carry him off to a safer zone. An elephant in a truck is not a usual sight, even on Indian roads. And as the vehicle passed through the busy streets of Rishikesh town, people trooped in to have a last look at the animal which had kept them on tenterhooks for 11 months. The elephant, it has now been named Narendra, was taken 30 kilometers away, inside the Chilla range of the Rahaja National Park. There, it was set free in
Hello and welcome to yet another special edition of Wilderness Days. You must be wondering what is being done to this poor elephant. Well, this is no ordinary animal. It's a rogue elephant which killed 9 people in Uttarakhand's Rishikesh. The military-like operation to capture this elephant was probably never seen in the recent memory. And our team of reporters captured all of it in film.
for the people living on the outskirts of Rishikesh in Uttarakhand. Just where the road to the higher Himalayas starts winding upwards, the terror arrived without any warning. During the next 11 months, nothing could be more terrifying or fearful.
Hello and welcome to yet another special edition of Wilderness Days. You must be wondering what is being done to this poor elephant.